Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. Today we are on Gagge's account. I hope I said that right. But I'm super excited. So excited. On my referral program, I'm on my first 3 referrals and they're level 30. So I'm a long way off. But look here, Gagge has done it. He has pushed on through and we actually have Crohnam. So we're going to be showing Crohnam off in today's video, and of course we're going to be putting him with Jamarsa as well. So let me scoot down here and let me show you. I put him in extremely good gear as well, so we're really going to see hopefully his full potential. I haven't actually tested this yet. We're going to be testing it live together and seeing how it works. But how does Crohnam work? His A1, we are 1 book short, unfortunately, so we're not going to get the absolute fullest benefit out of this, but we've got everything else booked, so that's all good. Double hitter here. Each hit has a 30. We have it booked to 40. You can book it to 50% chance to increase the duration of a random debuff on the target by 1 turn. If Jamarsa is on the same team, and she will be, each hit is also going to increase the duration of any HP burn debuffs on the target by 1 turn. His A2 is what makes him kind of insane. This is the pseudo ninja move in combination with his passive. Attacks 3 times at random. Each hit has an 80 bucks to 100% chance to instantly activate any HP burn debuffs on the targets that he hits. Heals this champion by 10% of his max HP for every HP burn debuff activated by this skill. This is going to be a lot of healing. It's going to help him stay alive. He's going to really rip through those HP burns. I mean, if it's against a single target, he's pretty much just going to rip the HP burn clean off, which might potentially be kind of bad. We shall see. But I think for Hydra, which we're going to test him in first, he's hopefully going to be hitting different targets, and we're not going to rip through the HP burn too quickly. He does have an AoE attack here. Blazing Zephyr, only a 3-turn cooldown here when booked. AoE, 100% chance to place HP burn, and fills his turn meter by 15% for each HP burn debuff placed by the skill. That's 60% turn meter against the Hydra. Against, the Spider dungeon, that should be 100% turn meter. He's just going to go straight into Berserker's Delight, which is pretty interesting. And then his passive is nuts. Every 10 times active skills are used in battle by either enemy or ally champions, he instantly activates his 3 hits at random that blows up HP burn move. Insane. This happens every 5 times active skills are used if Jamarsa's on the same team. I'm very intrigued to see what's going to happen. Very intrigued. Then he has the active effect as well. If Jamarsa's on the same team, he will revive with half HP and turn meter when killed. He has a 4-turn cooldown on that. Then he has a 50 accuracy in all battles aura, which is pretty damn solid. How did I build him out then? Well, I've actually gone pretty insane here. I'm going to be testing him with Nekmothar, and Nekmothar puts out Leech. So I have built him in Relentless. I do think that Lifesteal, Regen, or Bloodthirst are good options as well. And I would lean towards actually the Lifesteal and Bloodthirst, which are going to heal him based off damage done, seeing as he has so much ability to be... And Jamarsa has another thing that does this too, to activate attacks while it's not his turn. So I think that Bloodthirst, Lifesteal are very, very good. We have gone with Relentless, chance for extra turns, just to really go nuts here. I put him in Perception too. These are the stats. I've tried to build him as powerful as I possibly can. 43,000 HP, 4.6k attack, 2k defense, well 2.1k defense, 242 speed, I have him really fast, 100% crit rate, 235% crit damage, 161 resistance, and about 350 accuracy. I would prefer to glyph this up like to 500 accuracy, but this is as much as I could get for now. I think this is a pretty insane build. He's insanely fast. He's still going to hit very, very... I mean, he's not going to hit the hardest in the world, but he's still hitting pretty damn hard. That's really respectable. He should be plenty tanky. So yeah, and this is in Relentless gear, so I think it's pretty nuts. I think he's going to be awesome. For his Masteries, I built him like this. So I do have him going into War Master, which is going to give us the maximum damage against bosses. I do have him with Life Drinker for a bit of healing if he does drop low. And then we're going through the support tree for extending his HP burns. I figure he's going to be ripping the HP burns off. We're going to struggle to keep them up. So I think extending them, or having the chance to extend them, is good. We also have, this one's kind of important, chance to reduce his cooldowns, I think is good. I don't know if Sniper works with his A1. It probably doesn't, but there was really nothing else that was super useful for him here. I mean, maybe Spirit Haste. But for Hydra, that's pretty much it. I did decide not to take Arcane Celerity because I figured he's going to be super quick anyway. I'd rather have the healing and the extra damage against targets at low HP because I think he's going to do a lot of damage. We will see. Anyway, let's look at his partner in crime, Jamarsa. So with Jamarsa, what is she doing? She has an A1, which has a 30 bucks to 50% chance to play sleep. Now, against Hydra, that won't work. If Crohnam's on the same team, though, and the sleep is blocked or resisted, puts decreased speed instead for 2 turns, and it can't be blocked. I don't know if this is going to count against Hydra. I don't know if it counts as being resisted or blocked. I think they're just immune to sleep. So I don't know if it's going to place the decreased speed. We'll find out. I genuinely have no idea. I'm expecting it doesn't, but hey, if it does, then it's actually really good. Now, Radiant Moon, this is what's very, very nice with her. 3-turn cooldown when booked, heals target ally by 30% of their max HP, fills their turn meter by 30%. If this skill is used on Crohnam, he will instantly activate Berserker's Delight skill. So he should just be popping off with that A2 literally all the time, just constantly. Then she has an AoE revive. It's a pretty bad revive, but it's AoE, so it's something. And then her passive is insane. Whenever an ally uses an active skill, 20% chance of decreasing the cooldown of that skill by 1 turn. This is fantastic. Again, that's just that's so much extra active skills. Hopefully that's going to add up to a lot over the course of the fight. She's a defense in all battles aura. The way I built her out, I have her in reflex and immortal, so hopefully she's, for the most part, going to spend most of her turns, hopefully with reflex, and her passive, casting Radiant Moon on Crohnam, is what we're mostly going to be doing with her. Immortal to try keep her alive a little bit. She is a healer after all, and I've built her in really good stats again. 70,000 HP. We have her at 2,500 defense, 246 speed, and then 490 resistance. So she's going to be super tanky. She hopefully should not die ever, and she's going to give us a very safe revive and a bit of healing and all the rest. She does have Blood Shield accessory as well. I did put a Blood Shield accessory on her because that's going to, again, I think why not? She's not going to trigger the Blood Shield very much, but hey, if she does get a shield and it makes Mischief target her, she has so much resistance, it's going to work in our favor. And then I put her into just pretty much pure defensive mastery, so bonus resistance, down here bonus resistance, turn meter when an ally is crit potentially, and yeah, that's basically it. Then I upped her healing a bit and stuff like that. Chance to reduce a cooldown and some Spirit Haste for her revive. We could have sent her down as a War Master, but I just don't think she's going to actually attack that often. So she's kind of a weird one because, you know, her active abilities aren't that good. So I don't know. The Masteries really didn't jump out to me as being particularly insane. I was just, let's make her as tanky as possible. So yeah, we're going to run them together. Let's jump in here. So Gagge has been doing normal, hard, brutal, Hydra. We're going to start off trying on Nightmare. And we've got some really good champs for it. We've got some really good champs, like extremely good champs. This is the team I've put together right here. So this is what I'm thinking. We're going to come in. We've got Nekmothar. He's going to give us increased speed, and then AoE decrease speed, and the leech, help us stay alive, and an AoE decrease attack. It would be better if he was in taunting set. Now he's not. I think he's in, I don't know, something else. But he's not in taunting. I think taunting set would be perfect for this. We're going to try like this first. We have Krisk coming in to Mischief tank and to lock down Head of Decay at least a little bit. So that should work pretty well. We have Crohnam. He's going to be coming in with these presets. We're going to prioritize the HP burn. That's going to be important. Jamarsa, she's going to be doing stuff like this. We probably need to play it on manual. I very much doubt her AI is going to automatically heal Crohnam. Then Venus. We're lucky enough to have Venus on this account. I think she's perfect. She's going to provide decreased defense weaken, AoE. Then she's also going to give us a secondary AoE HP burn. And I think that will be important to really max out Crohnam's damage. And then we're going to bring in Ugo for an AoE block buffs, bit of decreased defense. Then she's going to bring us some backup healing, backup leech, that sort of thing. So they're all in very, very good gear. As you can see, 254 speed on Venus. Her accuracy is maybe a little bit low. Ugo, again, accuracy a little bit low. 254 speed, though. 4k defense, 72k HP. It's the tankiest Ugo I've ever seen in my life. Krisk is plenty tanky, 254 speed, 500 resist, 400 accuracy. He's really well geared. You would put one, I mean, it's your Krisk, right? You're going to put him in really good gear. Actually, let me check really fast, Nekmo. Let me see if I can throw Nekmo into taunting really quick. I do think that that gives us the coverage that we want. He's in Guardian right now, which is also really good. Let me check this really fast and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're not going to be putting Nekmothar in taunting. As you can see, we basically don't have any taunting gear. Well, actually, maybe this piece is good. Let me see here. I think he uses Seeker for Clan Boss. Let's steal it anyway. Steal it anyway. Actually, maybe we will put him in taunting. I take it back. We've actually got pretty good stuff here. Speed boots. I'll try that. And he's still really good. Oh, he's lost a lot of accuracy. Okay. Let's see if we have an accuracy chest with speed substats. Let's see if we've got that in perception to make this nice. He probably uses all these champs. The bear, okay. Let's try steal this. Madame Ceres. I don't know if he's going to use Madame all that much. It's a nice bit of extra defense. Let's stick with this. And then let's see, let's presume like HP percent gloves. HP percent gloves would really be the way, wouldn't it? So let's see, do we have that with speed? Good speed here. This actually does have pretty good speed. This is giving us enough accuracy. Do we have one with better speed? We can steal those. They're rolled up. Let's steal these. So he's going to be slightly slower. He's going to be squishier, but he's going to have taunting. I think this is the way. 1,000,000 silver. Yes. Lovely. Okay. Lovely. Let's do this thing. All right. Let's go. Start on auto. Sure. Actually, let's play it on manual to start things off. Let's play it on manual. I'm curious, what are you expecting? I think this key should do... I think it should do really well. We're going to place the decreased defense and weaken with Venus. Lovely. We're going to place block buffs with Ugo, get them on most of them. We're going to lock down this head with the provoke. And we might as well just go with this. Crohnam, go do your thing. So there he goes. He fires off his move. Obviously, there are no burns out there to activate. He's placed the burn right now. We're going to give us increased speed. Crohnam just activated his move right there. Lovely. We're going to place this. Cool. Krisk is mischief tanking. We are going to place poison right here. We're going to wait for the burns to expire. He should be fine even with that. We'll just hit this head right here. Fantastic. This is, of course, Nightmare Hydra. In case you didn't know, there we go. All the burns almost gone. You can see the Head of Wrath is basically ready to activate, which is certainly kind of scary. She can... Let's see if this lands a decreased speed. We'll try hit this head. I didn't see anything re-decrease speed there, so I'm assuming it might not work. No taunt right there, unfortunately. And he is certainly getting fairly beaten up. Okay, here we go. We're going to get an extra turn from Crohnam. He's going to land the burn again. Beautiful. He's giving himself so much turn meter as well. Again, let's pop that. He's heal reduction on, so no point. We pop the burns. He popped it twice in a row. That's actually kind of nuts. Bam. No taunting again, unfortunately. Let's just smack this head right here. Why not? Increase all those. Seeing as this guy is about to cleanse, and I don't think we can stop it, let's just land a poison on him. Hopefully make him take a bit more damage. We'll throw out a heal here with Ugo to top Necmo back up. There's the cleanse. That's fine. We'll go again. Increase speed, decrease speed. Fantastic. There's the taunt that we're looking for. I will not do that with Krisk. That'll be fine. Slam him here. Yeah, I'm not seeing any decreased speed, but they've already got decreased speed on them, so I'm not 100% sure. We might as well just activate the A2 with him, I figure. We'll land the decreased defense and weaken. Beautiful. He's firing off his A2, of course he is. We're going to land the block debuffs. Okay. Ouch. Necmothar does go down. We're going to revive him up. And we will... will we... I'm a little bit worried for the team right now. To be honest, I'm a little bit worried. Let's do this move first. Here we go. And let's burn these enemies. Here we go. So our team is a little bit squishy. We're a little bit squishy. We'll try extend the leech here. We could burn them, but we don't need to. So I'm going to, again, A1 for that. The decrease attack. Here we go. We are going to heal Crohnam. He's going to pop off his moves. We can try Slam Mischief. We didn't do it. We didn't extend any debuffs right there. Definitely, poor old Krisk is having a really rough time. He's got a nice heal thanks to the leech there. Crohnam popping off again. But yeah, we're triggering this head so often. It's actually, it's pretty scary. It's actually pretty scary stuff. Staying alive is not easy. We'll land the AoE burn with her. Decrease attack with him. We actually might want to use Jamarsa to heal him if he... This is probably going to activate this head. It didn't quite. Hopefully Krisk gets a turn. Oh, no, Krisk is going to die. Okay. So we are definitely struggling to stay alive. We are doing so much damage from Head of Wrath. We are struggling to stay alive. I'm actually going to throw out the heal right now to try to keep us in this. We're going to revive Krisk. He does come back super squishy. Crohnam popping off again. We'll land the decreased defense and weaken once more. Crohnam can land the AoE burn, get an extra turn. Let's hit this head right here. Why not? Extend all those debuffs. Fantastic. Okay, we'll land these things here. Put those on. I'm actually going to heal Krisk at this point. We want to try keep Krisk alive. Poor Krisk. We've got increased speed on him, unfortunately. There we go. Okay, Berserker's Delight goes off again. Wha-bam. Fire it off again. Ooh, blow up all the burns. All the burns blown up this time. Lovely. He's going to get a cleanse off, which is a bit of a bummer. Just keep hitting this. And Crohnam has been eaten. So this is now the tricky part. Actually, we're not going to get a cleanse off because we're going to be able to do that. This is a tricky part right here. Crohnam has been eaten. And number one, our team is definitely getting wrecked by the Head of Wrath. I'm wondering what we should do to try to fix this. What should we, could we, would we do to try to avoid this? We want more healing in this team. We'll land out these burns. The ally protection will help. Smack. We have a little bit of breathing right now. She is going to die. Luckily, our AoE revive is not dying, so we don't have to worry about that, thankfully. I think, do we heal her up? I think we probably should. Yeah, let's heal up Ugo. The healing is actually quite nice. We'll go for the hit on him. We got it. Lovely. Krisk will hit and actually heals up nicely. We get ourselves a nice heal here. And actually, maybe we're still in this thing. We get the provoke. Fantastic. All those debuffs are blocked. That's also fantastic. The Head of Wrath pops off. And we're doing okay. We are doing okay. Again, we might as well fire off these active moves whenever we have the chance. Let's get this. The actual cooldown reduction coming in from Jamarsa probably being very helpful here. That was actually very unlucky. Her stuff got stolen. She has almost 500 resistance, so that does kind of suck. We might as well extend the burns. And we're about to break Crohnam free, which is when the damage starts to pop again. There we go. Ally protection back on. It does mean Crohnam's going to pop back with no ally protection. But I think Crohnam will be okay. We'll try to land a leech over here, and we got it. Good. He is still provoked. Land in that decreased speed. We'll just keep popping our skills. Why not? Why not? So I'd say with this team, survivability does seem to have been an issue. We heal up Crohnam. Let's play it safe. Let's heal him up. Let's try to use her heal more so for the heal, and less so for powering up Crohnam, just to try to mitigate this a little bit. All right, again, AoE burn from Crohnam. Beautiful. Gives him some turn meter. Keep attacking this head right here. All right. We don't have a provoke out right now. Never mind, we totally do. Yeah, you know, the Jamarsa combo is seriously good. It's seriously good. Start the heal. All right, now I'm feeling confident. There we go. Boom. The attack comes in, but we've definitely stabilized. Let's fire it off again. Why not? Whabam. Big damage. Big damage. We will go for, we'll go for the hit on him. We hit Wrath. Actually, hitting Wrath is probably pretty good. This is probably a good opportunity to hit Wrath. We're going to keep stacking poisons right here, though. Heal. We can heal Crohnam. Have him pop off. Why not? Crohnam, do your thing. Blow up the burns. Lovely. Ally protection goes on with Krisk. Feeling pretty good. Throw out this right here. Okay. No heal from Ugo for a little while, but we should hopefully be killing some of these heads pretty soon. Land a burn with Crohnam. He gets an extra turn straight away. I will not complain about that. We'll smack this head. Okay, good. On the decreased defense and weaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so he is gonna get his cleanse off, unfortunately. He's gonna get his cleanse off. We filled up the debuff bar. We cannot provoke this head. So that does suck, and we're almost definitely gonna lose this head right here. I will save this. We'll try to kill Mischief. We may be able to kill Mischief. It's possible. At this point. It is possible. I'm gonna save her move as well. This is kind of a bummer. Because we're not using active skills, we might as well use this with Krisk. Try kill Mischief. Didn't quite get it, but we might trigger some extra hits here. There's one. Fire this in. No such luck. We'll heal. Boom. We got a kill right there. We'll take that. I'm actually going to throw out the HP burn just to kill that head right there. Activate Crohnam. Now we should start doing some pretty good damage. Ooh, speaking of good damage, the Head of Wrath just absolutely took out Nekmothar right there. He did go down. Nekmothar with his extra turns will outrun some of these buffs. We'll just land these decreased defense things just for this head right here. Actually, we had Venus coming back around, so that wasn't necessary. I imagine Crohnam is going to pop off soon enough. We'll res up him. Crohnam, go in for the hit. 44k on each of those. We'll definitely try to get a leech in. Start healing up a bit. We did not get it. That head actually came back super quick. This could be a problem, actually. We don't have any way to deal with the fear head, do we? Crohnam firing off. We do need to be, I'd say, actually pretty scared right now. Crohnam going to fire off again. Kaboom. He's going to smack Head of Wrath. We do need to be, I think, pretty scared. Because she's going to get eaten, which is going to be our revive. We're going to be down Nekmothar for a while. And I think Crohnam's going to be quite vulnerable to the fears. We're definitely going to land our decreased defense weak in AoE. For sure. Keep hitting the decapitated head. Looks like it's probably going to be Wrath that's going to eat us. We'll land the Blazing Zephyr, and then we'll attempt to do this. We did get it. Okay, cool. Krisk, protect, please. She is going to... not get eaten by... Okay, she did not get eaten there. We'll cleanse the fear. That should help. Land at AoE HP burn for Crohnam. Revive him. She's been sitting at 0 turns forever. There we go. She does finally get eaten, but now we've got the shield on. We shall see how this goes. Blazing Zephyr. He's going to be feared a lot. So we shall see what we can do. Yeah, it's actually going to be kind of spooky. 1A1 from Krisk. Oh yeah, he's going to die for sure. Oof. This might be the end right here. I think this might be the end. It's not looking too good. We'll put a leech out so we hopefully get some healing. Didn't work. We've got no healing right now. And this head's about to pop off with increased attack. Yeah. Oh, that hurt. I mean, Crohnam's got some extra turns, but I think this is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. It's not looking good. We'll land the HP burn. But Krisk is not doing well. We're about to get the cleanse because we couldn't provoke. And this head is now going to kill all of us in just a second here. So we're going to wipe. We are, 16 million in, 10 minutes in. We'll certainly see the damage. And then we'll check the other thing out. So he's going to pop off right now or not. Oh, is he? Oh, he's already enraged. Oh, never mind. That's why we're getting smacked so much. Now, we do still die. Actually, Crohnam revived. Even though Jamarsa was eaten. That's cool. We're definitely going to free regroup. We did 17 million. Crohnam did 9.6 million. That's kind of nuts. That's kind of really good. That is really, really good. We might want to bring a bit more I'm wondering, what do we bring in instead? We are low on the healing. They're not healing that much through Nekmothar's leech, so we could switch out Nekmothar for something else. That might work well. Okay, it's free regroup. Let's double check this. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so for test number 2, we're basically going to take out Nekmo, and we're going to put in Mithrala instead. We'll set her to use her Hex first. We'll set Crohnam to... I was switching stuff around. Let's put Crohnam back doing his thing. I think this should work pretty well. Mithrala is really quick, super tanky, all the rest, but she's going to be giving us a shield and strengthen. I think that's going to really massively up our survivability, also cleansing. I think I didn't have, I was missing increased attack for Crohnam in the previous comp as well, so this should up his damage. We could potentially put Crohnam in the lead. We're not going to do that though. Let's leave it on auto for a second, and let's see what happens. We don't have any taunting set this time, but the taunting set was not super effective either, so let's not worry about it too much. We'll throw this out. Oh, look, she did heal Crohnam. Yo, she totally just healed Crohnam by default, and he just fired off a double. She totally just did that. Well, that's interesting. Well, I didn't expect that, to say the least. There's the HP burn out there. Okay, we're just going to leave this on auto here for the start. Wow, he actually somehow provoked Mithrala. I don't know if I've ever seen her. Yeah, look, she's totally healing Crohnam by default. He's just popping off like mad. That is nuts. And hopefully with the Hex is going to, I think, add a lot of damage to this as well. Now, they are going to get a cleanse, but I think Mithrala is just going to massively make our team a lot tankier. Our decreased speed is not going to be as consistent, but I think that's going to be okay. There's the HP burn. The Hex goes back on. That's actually just Tri-Kill Mischief. I think we're not going to be able to... Oh! Yo! Jamarsa totally just landed decreased speed. So she can land decreased speed against Hydra. Well, that's really good. Hang on here. Hang on. Let's see this in action. Yeah, you can provoke. Why not? Sure. Oh, well, she's going to do her heal. Goes on Crohnam. Bang. He activates his stuff. AoE burn. Okay. We're waiting to get back to her. We pop off. We're so much tankier now with this. So much tankier. It makes a big difference. We're going to land a leech. We're not going to land the leech. We're going to think about it, but not do it. He has such a short cooldown. Honestly, we should just do this. I think we should just do it. Land some poisons out on him. She's mischief tanking there, which is actually really awesome. So here we go. So she can land decreased speed. Yeah, debuff locked. Decreased speed. I think she is a 100% decreased speed then. No, she would have to attempt to land it. Okay, it's not 100%. It's not going to be 100%, but it's still really damn good. Try kill this head off. Smack him around a bit. Yeah, because she doesn't always land the sleep, but it's a pretty good chance to land decreased speed. Crohnam's going to pop off there. Beautiful. Smacking this head around. Let's just, let's just let them hit whatever they want. It doesn't even matter, does it? Now, the one danger, obviously, here is the cleanse and the poison cloud coming at the same time is a real pain. Looks like we're going to get to the poison cloud first, so that's okay. Actually, he's provoked, so we're all good. The burn goes out. Yeah, so it's not 100% decreased speed, but I think it's the 50-50. But that's really cool to know that she can provide decreased speed. That's very useful because, again, with Krisk, because Krisk only A1s 1 in 3 turns, he's not going to be doing his A1 all that often. So this is actually fantastic. Yeah, it gives you a nice supplemental decreased speed. Definitely playing it on manual would be much better where you could actually target stuff. Crohnam's just popping off the damage. He's about to be eaten, but we've done almost 9 million damage by the time he's about to be eaten, which is not bad. He has been eaten now, but we've got the Hex to be breaking him free. So I'm not crazy worried. There's a decreased speed from Jamarsa, which is lovely. Now, we're not going to have much damage here to break him free, but hopefully just some of our random hits will add up. She's going to be throwing out the heal. The Hex is unfortunately, I think, going to be cleansed here. I doubt he's back to his provoke. He's not. Ugo's Brew comes out. Okay, so we've got no Hex, but we still have a few turns. Let's see if it's enough or not. We'll find out in a second. Luckily, the shield should go onto the other head right here, so that's okay. Never mind, he's provoked, so it doesn't matter. Nice healing. The burn is definitely going to do the bulk of the work here. Hopefully breaking him free. This is definitely the scary part of the run. Crohnam is our only real damage. And we don't have Hex out because the Hex got cleansed. Maybe I should have manualed it, but too late now. There's the Hex. The Hex should really help. It's going to start redirecting a lot of the damage. We're going to have HP burn ticks. That's a good hit right there. We should be, I think, pretty good. There we go. Okay, so he's broken free. Fantastic. Crohnam's back in, and he should start popping off really soon. We're 10 million damage in. 40 turns in. Ooh, Chris got his buff stolen. That's unlucky. Crohnam has an extra turn. Lands an AoE burn. Fantastic. You can see this team, though, it's a lot more stable. Definitely with that one damage dealer. We do struggle when they're eaten. Unfortunately, Mithrala is like the other one that we don't want to be eaten. That does kind of suck. But I think Crohnam will be pretty good at killing Mischief, even if we don't have the Hex out there. Mithrala is so good now, by the way, guys. Oh, we do have Hex out. Fantastic, though. We might get the cleanse. Mithrala is so good since the Hex buff. She's just god tier for Hydra. So strong. Yeah, there's the cleanse. That sucks. We will try to hit that head as much as we can. There's a burn. That's going to help. Okay, good. So she's actually kind of smart. Her AI is really good, Jamarsa. Like right there, she actually healed Krisk. Even though he didn't, even though Crohnam was there. So it seems like she's picking and choosing her heals pretty well, which is actually really good. Boom. Stuff is popping off. We're actually getting quite a bit low again. But Mithrala is back now, and we should be pretty confident. That's just depleted their full turn meters, so yeah, we should be good at this point. If she does die, we will pick her back up, so it's not the end of the world. Crohnam is going to be fine anyway. Big HP burn goes out. There's the shield and the strengthen back on. Crohnam popping off. We jumped up to 15 million. I got distracted, wasn't paying attention. We've now jumped up to 15 million, which is pretty good. Nice healing out of Jamarsa. Hopefully we get a cleanse out soon from Ugo. Oh, we've got our Head of Suffering in. Cool. Again, that's not going to be any problem. We're slightly low on accuracy, but seeing as we have Mithrala in the lead with the accuracy aura, we've got plenty of accuracy, more than we need. Yeah, she's super vulnerable now. This is, I think, another scary point, is that we have a couple of cleanses. Unfortunately, look at that, the cleanse right after. But yeah, this could be a problem. Let's just target this decapitated head. We get the revive out. We get the cleanse. That's good. That's good. Pain Link is going to be maybe a bit of a problem. Smack this decapitated head. This team is running a lot better than my first attempt, huh? Let's try kill off Decay at this point. Let's definitely try kill off Decay. We don't want to deal with the cleanses and the fears, all that stuff together. Yeah, I'm loving her AI, actually. I am loving it. We're just going to have to survive these, the fears. We've got 2 champions that can cleanse. We just have to hope that we're kind of lucky. This is where playing on manual would certainly help. I guess with this team, one of the questions is, who would you switch out? I guess Venus is the most switchable. She's the most switchable person. You could switch in Inquisitor Shamael instead. Preferably in like a Guardian set would be pretty helpful. You would lose the Weaken, but you still have decreased defense from Ugo, so it's not a huge deal. You'd lose the extra HP burn. You just have to rely on Crohnam providing his own HP burn. We could try that run as well. Might not be a bad idea. Okay, let's just break this person free. Oh no, that's really, really annoying. I don't think we're going to be able to do it because of these fears. That super sucks. You just hate when that happens. That's bad luck. I mean, we've got some chance with poisons. We've got 1 turn. I think they're a goner, but I was honestly pretty impressed with this team up to this point. I think we got pretty unlucky right there. Honestly, pretty unlucky right there. Wow, this message definitely doesn't look dodgy at all. Looks completely legit. Yeah, we'll get some poisons out, but that champ's a goner. I'm gonna let this key run out anyway. We'll see how far we get. Yeah, and consumed. We'll see how far we get. And yeah, rip Ugo. Rip Ugo. If the Head of Blight, yeah, we're just gonna be in some trouble. Right, we'll see. We'll see. I'll let it run out. We'll see how far we get, and we'll run it again. I think we can do better, so I will run it again, and we'll see where we end up. Be right back. All right, there we go. We did 33.37 million damage here on Nightmare. Crohnam doing 17 million by himself. Venus did provide 8 million here. It's pretty interesting. Definitely the place where this team goes wrong. Definitely whenever Crohnam is devoured, you know, he is really the only source of damage. We're definitely losing a lot of damage without him. I wonder. I'm going to try one more time. See if we can get that 1 key. And what I'm thinking, I'm definitely feeling that we are being messed up by the Head of Torment coming in definitely messed us up. And a Nightmare, it's just really likely to come in. So let's try this uno mas. One more time. We're going to ditch Venus. Crohnam will be his only source of HP burn. And we will bring in an Inquisitor Shamael as well. Let's see. How's this one built? This one is fast. He's got tons of resistance. Now, we've got Chris, so we don't need tons of resistance. This one built for damage. Yeah, I think this is actually going to work much better. And he should be very strong, actually, with Jamarsa's passive. If we come back to Cow the Horrors more and more often, I think that's actually going to be pretty good. We've got the increased attack from Mithrala. I think this looks quite solid, to be honest here. Okay, well, I just realized something huge. I was watching it there very closely. We will see the next time the Head of Blight gets around to a turn. Every time, look at this. Look at the counterattack, Simmering Anger. Counterattack, Simmering Anger. Counterattack, there it goes. Every time, this is the broken combo. We found it. We found the broken combo. Every time Inquisitor Shamael counterattacks with his passive, he counterattacks whenever a debuff is placed on the team. That A1 counterattack that he does counts as a skill for Crohnam. It's going to be the same thing with Lydia and Fear. So I think when you're up against the Head of Torment and you put in a team with Lydia and Inquisitor Shamael, they're going to be doing so many counterattacks, and every single one of those counterattacks that they do, any deterrence procs that you get with your team, are all going to be counting down. Look at his passive. It's ticking up again. It's ticking. It's ticking. It's ticking. This is actually insane. Yeah, okay. Bam, and he's firing off his Berserker's Delight then. He's firing it off pretty damn often. And with that extra source of burn, thanks to Venus, we're getting a really good uptime on the burn. Okay, here we go. I think we might have found the combo. Now, the moment of truth, of course, is coming up here. He's about to get eaten. Here we go. He's been eaten. Now we see if we can break him free. This is not the damaged Shamael now. This is the other Shamael. Luckily, we're going to have the cleanse, but luckily we didn't get the poison cloud on this head. So we should break him free. And I think Venus should add a lot more damage than we were getting with Jamarsa. So, yeah, actually, this is going to hurt a fair bit. This bit's going to hurt. Oh, and look. That's not good. Uh-oh, that's actually very not good. He stole a bunch of stuff right there. And we're not going to block debuffs. Yikes. All right. All right, well, I'm actually back day 2. That's right. We're doing a 2-day takeover today. Because we didn't have any Doom Tower silver keys. I want to test out Crohnam in Doom Tower as well against the bosses. See how he compares to Ninja. But basically what we found here, the best result I was able to get with the testing that I did was 33 million on Nightmare, which is a respectable score. Now, it is short of that one key, which is 36 million, but we did find a couple of things along the way. First of all, we could see we actually was testing him out with Husk as well, all the rest. I do feel like he combos very, very, very well with Venus, right? Another HP burner really ups his damage, definitely on his own. He's not able to keep that up. I am curious to run him with something like a Valkyrie, though, right? Because his A1 does so much HP burn extension, I think it's fairly possible that with something like Valkyrie, with counterattack in there, with ally attack in there, that could make a bit of a difference. So there's definitely that question mark in terms of team comp. Perhaps the most intriguing discovery from this Hydra testing was actually with Inquisitor Shamael, which is that Inquisitor Shamael's A1, he counterattacks whenever an enemy places a debuff on an ally. That actually counts as an active skill. Normally the A1 abilities don't, but this one does when he does the counterattack. It's just something with the code, I suppose. And that is just so powerful because he just makes Crohnam start popping off like crazy. Right? If you imagine the Head of Blight puts out 10 poisons on your team, Crohnam's activating his thing because Shamael's going to do 10 counterattacks. That sort of thing. So that's a really big deal. Unfortunately, it wasn't able to really work this rotation very well. It's just there's a lot of slots. Like when you're including Jamarsa, Crohnam, you're already starting to run low on slots in your team comp. But I do think on the rotations where Head of Torment is in the starting heads, I think Crohnam's going to be ridiculously OP in those rotations because he is just going to be blowing stuff up constantly. On Nightmare difficulty, you should only need the Head of Torment to respawn one time and you are good. So I think he's basically, if you've got a Shamael, I think Crohnam is most likely going to give you a pretty free one key team on Hydra on rotations where Torment starts in the starting position. It's always possible that they'll change this. They'll bug fix it because I figure it's maybe a bug. But I think that's probably a lot of work. I don't think they'll bother. I think they'll be happy for Crohnam to be insane. But overall for Hydra, I thought he's very, very good. He's clearly very good. The big there's really two questions. Is number one, is he good? And number two, is he better than the alternatives? Well, the answer is he good? Yeah, he's incredibly good. This guy's an absolute monster. He's pumping out damage like crazy. This pops off like crazy. His passive is extremely good. Yeah, he's incredibly, incredibly strong. Now, is it worthwhile running him with Jamarsa and taking up 2 slots for that compared to, let's say, coming in with something like a Geomancer and a Royal Guard, or a Geomancer and a Husk, like in this team here? Is that worthwhile? I'm not sure. I am not sure if that's worthwhile or not. At least he doesn't. I mean, this is only just my initial testing. You know, I'm just like one guy with a couple of hours here. But he doesn't stand out to me as being so much better than those champions that it is worth it, is sort of my thought on it. He doesn't stand out to me as being that strong. And then I do think that with this exact team comp, I think we could have, if we had, I think with Mithrala, while it was nice, the Hex debuff is not really adding that much damage to Crohnam because so much of his damage is coming from the burns and exploding burns early, especially when we're running him with Venus in there, which is what I was testing. I think Mithrala isn't that good. I think if you had a Duchess or a Sifi, I think those would be significantly stronger. Both of them give you a lot of protection from fear, which was really what messed us up. The key was going pretty much very well. There was definitely a bit sketchy when Crohnam got eaten because we got almost no damage apart from that, very low damage. But apart from that, it was going pretty damn well. We really got thrown off by the Head of Torment fearing us. And I think the other sort of issue here was, I think maybe you take out Jamarsa, to be honest, and this is where you put in something like a Husk. I think that might work a little bit better, perhaps. You do miss the revive, though, is the problem. I think that is where the Sifi or the Duchess becomes really good. Basically, you put Crohnam in instead of Geomancer. And I think if you have another HP burner in there, like Venus or like Sissia, these top-tier HP burners, I think in those situations, Crohnam, compared to Geomancer, he's basically a much more auto-friendly Geomancer. He's going to be pumping out burns, exploding the burns just on full auto. Yeah, but I think you might need something like that. But I think he fits in like the Geomancer slot as maybe a bit of an upgrade to Geomancer, even potentially. But he's a little bit reliant on these champions. Like it's just difficult to cover everything because we want block debuffs, we want another HP burn, we want a mischief tank, we need a reviver because he can be one shot. We want another damage dealer. Like you start to really run low. It's tricky. It's tricky. I guess you could replace Venus with, I don't know, even Sissia. Sissia is also like a decreased defense weekend champion. We already have decreased defense with Ugo. I'm not sure. Anyway, but that's sort of my gist for him on Hydra. Like I said, I think he's really good, but is he miles better than Geomancer? No, I don't think so. So yeah, and I think maybe you leave the Jamarsa a bit behind, but I hope you enjoyed that. Now let's dive into some Doom Tower here. What I want to do very simply, this is the team that he has been using for this. Let me just double check. How many turns did this take us? 52. Does it show up here? Yeah, so it is with this exact team that he's done it in 52 turns. So let's take out Ninja and let's put in Crohnam. And I think, for the sake of it, let's take out Syl and let's put in Jamarsa and let's see if this works. Let's see if it works. Now, of course, Ninja and Syl, if you were playing with the game at the time when Ninja came out, you will have you'll have Ninja, but a lot of players probably don't. So will he do the job that Ninja does? Basically what Ninja does and what we're hoping Crohnam will do is kill the boss incredibly fast. HP burn does a ton of damage against Doom Tower bosses because it's based off max HP and they've got tons of max HP. So this will give us the potential to kill them very, very, very quickly. We hope. We'll see how it works. We will see how it works. So here we go. We're about just through the waves. That looks pretty good. We're on to the boss. Let's see what happens. So the buffs got stripped off. That's a bit unfortunate. Crohnam's going to go in with his A2. Does some damage. He's going to do it again. He's A1ing. Now, this stuff is really not working. That's the thing about Ninja. Ninja's A2 just works off the bat. Whereas with Crohnam, his isn't going to do anything until the burn's actually on. So there we go. The burn is on. We've got increased attack on now as well. Let's see how we do. Brogni can also burn, but it looks like we don't have Brogni built with resistance, which is pretty standard. The ally attack is hopefully going to do a good job of extending the burns. Here we go. Ally attack. And he's in again. He almost ripped that burn off. And now he's put it back on. Pretty cool. Here he goes. He's going to blow up the burn again, which is actually quite nice. Another Berserker's Delight. It's pretty good because this boss does throw the debuffs back at you. So using up the burns is actually not the end of the world. They don't stay on anyway. Jamarsa's getting fairly beat up. Burn goes back on. Is he about to throw... No, he's removing buffs, so he still has the burn on for one more turn. Jamarsa's about to go down, though, which is not great. She's healed herself up, which is not necessarily good. Crohnam attempting to do his A1, but there's no burn out there. Might be worthwhile running him. He might be very good with Drexstar, actually. Drexstar might be a good combo. Because whenever Drexstar gets hit, it does throw out the burn. We're certainly doing the job. It doesn't look like it's definitely not, in fact, going to be our record time. There he goes again, rips the burn off. Yeah, I do feel like he kind of wants another burner in here, doesn't he? I think if we had Drexstar in here, that would really, really help. As this stands right now, it's not super helping. I actually think we might switch. We might switch Jamarsa. I think we might switch Jamarsa out. There we go. That's actually really good, where he does that, where he opens with the A3, and then he extends the burn. That's really nice. But here we go. Boss about to go down, and boom. Boss goes down. Actually, 63 turns. Not as good as the 52. Crohnam obviously doing most of the damage. It's really not bad. Let's edit this up. Let's try it again without Jamarsa. Let's throw in a Drexthar. Let's throw in something else that's going to burn. So basically, Drexthar. Let's just double check he has gear on him here. Hopefully he does. Yes, Drexthar's got plenty of gear. His passive's not fully booked now, but that's okay. But he can burn the enemy whenever they hit him. So hopefully he'll provide a more consistent burn on the Griffin. And Crohnam can blow it up. That could be pretty nice. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so we're going to rip through these waves. Bam, bam. Totally good. And I suppose, like, we don't really need Kreela. Like, you could replace Kreela with Jamarsa. That would work as well. It's giving you a little bit of extra damage. I guess the ally attack is quite nice, just due to it extending the burns, which is pretty good, but it's not super essential. You might want to make a preset team and disable Crohnam. Yeah, you might want to disable that A3 from Crohnam so that he will open up with the A3. That would probably give you the best value, in fact. So I might do a quick run after this as well with that, but let's see how this one goes. So we've got the burn actually goes on. Actually, yeah, it's probably fine with Drexthar in here. Gonna hopefully provide us a pretty consistent source of burn. We actually have burn on ourselves. There's the burn now. Lovely increase attack is on. Okay, good. Now, unfortunately, he's gonna buff strip us in a second. We didn't extend the burns this time, and the ally attack did not affect Crohnam because Kreela doesn't bring everyone in. So the burn is gonna be ripped off, I'm afraid. There he goes. The burn is now gone. So there's definitely some randomness there. Like if you get lucky and he does extend... Oh, that's right. He can't extend the burn if Jamarsa's not on the team. He only extends burn if Jamarsa's on the team. Whereas like it's the 100% chance to extend it. So there we go. He's burnt him. The burn's back on. This looks pretty similar, to be honest. It's pretty similar. He does his just regular debuff extension where he extends one random debuff. In this case, we only have the burn on. So it did extend it a little bit extra. There we go. But it gets ripped off now, thrown back onto us. So plenty of burns on our team now, but Brogni will rip some of those off when he does his A2. Kreela going in. The burn is on. Hopefully we extend it here. There we go. We extended it a little bit, so now we can rip it all off, and he does. Okay. We're getting through. This is actually not as clean. There's definitely some randomness to it. He's hitting through the shields now, which is pretty bad. There we go. The burn extended a little bit, and, well, we've won the fight now. There's enough damage out there. So this actually, again, it was okay. I would say this run was okay. But yeah, I mean, for a full auto team, 65 turns in 2.5 minutes. So it's good. It's good. I mean, if you don't have Ninja, like I think this is the thing. I think if you have Ninja, I don't feel like you need to go out of your way for Crohnam. That's my feeling from this testing. Let me know what you think. What do you guys think? I think he's really fun. He's a cool champion. But I do have to say, my feeling about it, my vibe, is that Ninja, if you've got him, is going to do most of what Crohnam does. Now, we didn't test out Clan Boss, but I do think in Clan Boss, I expect Ninja to be better as well, because Ninja provides his own HP burn. And Ninja also brings decreased defense, which is really going to up the damage just of your team in general. And Ninja's passive scaling up that damage is really good. I do think that Ninja might even be better. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? It's really hard to judge because of the slight differences in their kit. I think that Ninja is they're pretty damn similar. To be honest with you, I like I said, I think, if you've got Ninja, unless you want a second Ninja, as it were, you don't need to go out of your way for Crohnam. Now, the good news is that I think they probably have some legal problems, because Ninja was obviously a promotion with the actual streamer Ninja. I assume that there are a bunch of legal restraints and requirements and stuff like that alongside the promotion that I'm guessing that they can't re-release him or something like that. I'm guessing it's part of the contract. Would be my guess. So I don't think they can bring Ninja back. or at least it'd probably be so expensive to bring him back that they won't do it, is my guess. Could be wrong. That could be completely wrong. I do think that Crohnam comes in and he gives you a very ninja-esque champion, without needing ninja. I guess the other place to look at him here is he is going to give you a burn for Spider, which is kind of cool. He's going to give you a burn for Spider. So let's see what we can do. He is the right affinity for... Sorry for your energy refill here. He is the correct affinity for this. So if we come in here, let me mess with his team. What if we put Crohnam in as our HP burner here? What if we do that? So what if we bring in Crohnam and we set him priority 1 to Blazing Zephyr? So he's going to be our HP burner. What is our best time, first of all? Our best time is 15 seconds. Will he up this best time? He's going to give you a 100% AoE HP burn. Okay, so we lost a couple of seconds there because it wasn't on 2 times speed. He is the fastest, so he lands the burn. That's actually maybe bad. He's extended the debuffs. Cool. Heartseeker's out there. And then we activate that. So I guess he's not quite speed tuned in the right sense. He didn't land the burn on absolutely every enemy. He is going to pop some of those burns. So this is definitely a little bit messy. But I think he can probably do some of the job. Does he get any ticks when the Spider's A1? Probably not, right? Yeah. So, okay, well, now we're dead. So this is definitely not... He definitely doesn't slot in right here. He's doing too much damage. I built him with too much damage, which is probably how you want to build him, really. Maybe he could fit in the Sissia position instead. I guess the only issue is that while she activates all of the burns, Crohnam does not. I mean, look, he's an AoE HP burner, but I think because you only get one of him, and you probably want to use him for Hydra as well, you are going to build him to hit hard. Like, he hit way too hard right there, and he killed the Spiderling, so that was no good. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I think he is good for Spider, but again, for those endgame teams, I mean, you don't run Ninja in the endgame teams, and I don't think you're really going to run Crohnam either. Let me fix his team for him here. So he wants to put, where's his dude? I'll put it back in. Anyway, yeah, Crohnam. Look, I think he's a great champion. Is he worth the effort of doing all the grind? I think you don't need to feel bad about skipping him, basically. I think he is incredibly cool. He's very, very powerful. We'll see if anything changes with the whole blessing system and awakening. But yeah, I think, look, if you're a newer account, he's obviously insanely good. If you're new, he's insanely, insanely strong, and you can get him from referring friends. So I think that's a massive reward. I think if you are end game, you already have Ninja, you've been playing for 2 or 3 years, I think he's obviously really good, but he's basically going to do what Ninja did for you. And yeah, I think you could probably just put Ninja in the teams, and Ninja will do it as well, maybe probably better. I don't know. That's sort of my impression. We'll see. There you go, guys. I hope that you enjoy this Crohnam showcase, though. And yeah, I will see you next time for more. Bye-bye.